Most of the time that you see a small guard on the court, you already thinking it's a 6'1", a 6'2", a 6'3", but when it comes to the 6'4" guard build, I'm telling you, as of having that height and still being able to have the same ability that you can have on a 6'1", 6'2", or even a 6'3", but a little bit more of a defensive presence when it comes to the actual size of the build. But y'all all know in the prior 2Ks like 2K21, 22, all those small builds were the key. Y'all know if people run around here with 6-foot guards, 6'1" guards, and it was taking over the game. As of right now, the 6'1" guards still can do what they gotta do, but I'm telling you, having a little height on your build does not hurt. So today I'm gonna end up showing y'all so many different variations. I'm gonna show y'all about 2 different variations of this build, but you can put it in any way you want to put it, because I know some of you guys might want a 92 3-pointer, some of you guys want a certain dribble moves, so that's going to be the separation between these 2 builds I'm gonna end up showing you. So as we're going to end up trying to hop into my player builder real quick, I'm gonna end up showing you a crazy 6'4" build that can get a lot of things when it comes to dribbling, shooting, finishing, and playing defense. And the main thing part, I'm gonna say defense. The defensive part, I was actually surprised. So as we're going to make it a point guard, doesn't matter what hand you choose, you can make it right-handed, left-handed, number doesn't matter. I'm gonna tell you this now, if you're someone that was just looking for a tall build and you just didn't want to be a 6'3" and you just want to have the highest height that you can get, still get Steve Francis and things like that, this is the best thing you can basically do if you want to be that type of player. If you want to be on the 6'4" that gets Steve Francis, have a high 3-pointer, and has high driving and defense, this is the build for you. As we're going to make this build 6'4", you can make the weight lowest weight if you want to. It really doesn't matter. You can do 180, 185, you can do 200 if you want to. It's not going to really matter on this type of build. But when it comes to the wingspan will be 7 foot. It's something about the 6'4" with the 7-foot wingspan, or even the 7'1" wingspan, based on who you are. But if you're someone that wants the 92 3-pointer, you're going to go with the 6'9" wingspan. But when it comes to the attributes, when I'm going to upgrade this, as of the close shot, we'll make sure the close shot goes to 67, and the reason being because it gives you extra badge point, plus you end up getting more badges. But when it comes to the driving layup, we're going to make sure it's always a 77. If you got a driving layup, make sure your driving layup is at least a 77, so you can get fearless finisher on silver. That's at the bare minimum. But when it comes to the driving dunk, y'all all know the driving dunk gotta be that 84 to 86 range, and the reason we want 86 so you get that limitless takeoff on go. But look, if you want that extra badge point, you can go to 87 and it still unlocks Zion alley-oop animation, so keep that in mind. So as we got 17 finishing badges, bro, look at the shooting. As I'm about to upgrade the shooting, I'm gonna have a 75 mid-range and a 89 3-pointer, so it unlocks agent 3s on go. It's actually going to be very consistent, especially if you know what you're doing. If you're someone that use Curry jump shot, this is one thing that's going to be a downfall for you. You're not going to be able to use Curry base because you need a 92 3-pointer. But when it comes down to playmaking, you can do this so many different ways. If you somebody that want unpluckable in Hall of Fame, you can do a 95 ball control. If you're someone that doesn't really care for it, you just want Trae Young, all that other stuff, you can do 92 ball control. But if you're someone that in general that does not care for any of those things, you want quick first step or Damian Lillard dribble style, you can, or dribble moves, you can do a 90 ball control if you want to, but 89, that's cool. But if you're someone that wants those moves, the highest I would end up putting it is a 92. And then when it comes to the speed with ball, I'm only doing 76, because if you end up raising the higher, you ain't gonna be able to put that much defense. And for the pass accuracy, I know a lot of you guys be out here with the 75 pass accuracy on guards. I ain't a cap to you. I'd say you at least need that 79, 80. 80 hits that threshold to hit the tier 2 of passing. So make sure y'all boys end up having at least an 80 pass accuracy. But when it comes to the defense, you see I have an 80 perimeter defense, an 86 steal, a 69 block, and I have a 70 defensive rebound with a 45 interior. You can end up messing around with a few stats if you want to. But look, as of that, this build comes with anchor on bronze. As it being 6'4", you get anchor on bronze off the rip. No matter what, you don't even have to have your block upgraded. You can have a 50 block, you can have a 25 block. But on builds that's 6'4" and up, they usually end up getting the chance to get anchored. But look, as of the physicals on this build, we're gonna go with the 87 acceleration, a 77 speed, a 75 vertical, so you can get the contact dunks. And then when it comes to stamina, we can do 95. You can do 93 if you want to, or you can end up trying to get in the max. But as the badge count, you got 17, 22, 22, and 21. You can't really go wrong with this build, bro. You really can't. You can do everything that you want to do, and you're 6'4", and you can get the Steve Francis, because I know a lot of you guys, y'all be on 6'5", 6'6", and y'all don't be liking the dribble moves. Y'all be tired of De'Aaron Fox. Y'all want to try Steve Francis, or if you want to try Trae Young, you can't. But as of the takeovers you get all the scoring takeovers, slashing, shot creating, sharp, and then you got playmaking take. But out of all of them, most of the time, everybody use limitless takeoff and easy blow-bys. And then if you use shot create takeover, it's ankle breaking take, or even pull up precision. Those are the main takes that most people use. The only thing when it comes about making builds like this is the name. I don't know what it is about 2K. It seems like when you try to make an all-around build, you get the same names: inside out shot creator, 3-point shot creator, 2-way inside out score. You get the same names over and over. But as of that build I just showed you, that's with a 90 ball control. If you someone that wants to say I don't care for the 90 ball control, that one slight thing, if you changing it from not having that 90 ball control to an 89, it opens up a lot of attributes, so you can end up changing the build. So when we can do this again, we're gonna have an 86 driving dunk. But if you want to get that extra badge point, you can add an 87. But if you go to 88, you get the Michael Jordan dunk package. But when it comes to the shooting, the same thing will be exactly what it was from the first build: 89 3-pointer, 75 mid-range, 22 shooting badges. So now we're gonna do an 89 ball control, so we can get quick first step on Hall of Fame no matter what. The speed will ball be raised, so we can get the badge points back up, and then the pass accuracy will be back at 80. So we're still gonna have 22 badges in general. But when it comes to the defense, it's gonna be somewhat similar, maybe almost exact. Oh, basically exact. I'm gonna be honest. Defense is about exact, but you just got more interior defense since you don't have to upgrade that ball control to 90. But if you're someone that don't care about having that 70 rebound and stuff like that, you can do 67 or 65. 65, after you go lower than 65, you lose a badge point. But for the physicals, I had it at 88 acceleration. I'm gonna drop it so I can end up having my steal to 86, so I get an extra badge point. So I'm gonna drop this to end up doing 87. Then we got a 77 speed, 75 vertical, 95 stamina, and we still got some things we mess with. As I upgrade my steal, you're gonna see I'm gonna get 22 defensive badges. So we got 16, 22, 22, 22. You got enough badges to really go crazy. But if you got those extra badge points, you could put like 1 or 2 on finishing, maybe 1 or 2 on playmaking. I'll say you would need to leave 24 playmaking badges just in general. But as of the shooting, you can do 23, and then you can have at least 17 to 18 finishing badges if you got those extra badge points. But as you look at the build, 16, 22, 22, 22, 89 3-pointer, 89 ball control, quick first step on Hall of Fame, and you get contact dunks, limits takeoff on gold, plus you can get glove on silver, and you can get rebounds, and you have anchor on bronze no matter what. So as of that, bro, I'm gonna be honest, that is looking like a great all-around tall but small build. Like, it's a tall small build, but it's just not in that category of a big build like the 6'7s, the 6'8s, and the 6'9s and like that. But as of the name, y'all know the 3-point shot critter, we tired of seeing the name. I'm gonna be honest, I'm tired of seeing the 3-point shot critter name too. But look, as you see in the 6'4 demon build that I just showed, this build is actually nice. I'm gonna be honest, this build is actually nice. This is an all-around build, to be honest. You can dunk, you can shoot, you can dribble, especially if you're someone that doesn't need the high dribble moves. You can definitely get it done with this build and play very consistently. But I definitely can say this build is somewhat similar to my 6'1 slashing 3-point shot creator build that can literally do everything. Having the ability to get steals, the only thing is just different is the height. But as of the build in general, I would definitely say it's an all-around good build. But if you haven't yet, make sure y'all boys like the video, subscribe, turn on notifications if you haven't yet, and make sure y'all end up checking out these 2 videos on the screen, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next one, man.